I believe car dealerships are set up completely wrong. When you come in here, when you're looking for a car, this is a dealership website here, and I've closed all the pop-ups. I mean, that's a messed up looking image there, but I've closed all the pop-ups that popped up when I first loaded this page. But if we come in here and I say, hey, I'm looking for a car, then you've got all these things to decide by. Look, there's another pop-up. You got to close those things constantly. But it's all kinds of pop-ups, and it's all about price and selling you this and selling you that, and they don't care about anything but how much they can charge you for the car. It's a pretty good-looking little Kia there, ain't it? But anyway, so if we come to, look, this website here, this dealership website doesn't even have any cars that show up on their website. That's pretty bad. So the dealerships will spend $5,000 a month to advertise on Car Gurus and on this car shopping website, this cars.com website. And when you land on cars.com, this is how it works. You come in here and we say, okay, we're looking for an SUV. So we come in here, that's one click. Now it's saying, would you like to see all the new cars? No, I just want to see SUVs. That's why I clicked on SUVs. But constantly they're saying, hey, you want to look at all cars? And I'm like, no, just SUVs. Now it's my job. It's my job to come in here, study, look at everything, and figure out exactly what I need and what I'm looking for. I don't think this is the way that car buying should be. I think every dealership website, every car website on the planet is set up incorrectly. The way I think it should work is you land on the website, and then and you can just type in all the information here, and this website will find it. But basically, if I come in here and I say, okay, I'm looking for a daily driver, I'm looking for a used car, I'm looking for, and this right here is listing out all these cars as I do it. So if I'm just one or two people. There's no reason for me to look at SUVs if it's just one or two people that are going to be driving the car. Then from here I say, how much are you going to be driving? Let's say between 10 and 15,000. Rural roads. The most important thing is safety, because this is for my daughter. This would be pretty much her only payment, so she could pay that much. And then we say, hey, what's a killer? We'll say poor fuel economy, but it should really be a high mileage vehicle, but we'll just do it like this. Then we land on here. From here, it gives me 3 cars, and the reason and it tells me about all 3 cars right here, so I can look and learn all about the 3 cars. If I say, hey, I really don't like this, let's say we don't like the Mini Cooper, and then we say we don't like this Corolla either, and I can keep on until I find and these are all the types of cars that'll fit my needs. So then I say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I really like this Volkswagen Beetle. But now you've got all these different trims, and nobody tells you the difference in the trim. So you don't know what's the difference in an SEL and S and SE and Final Edition and Base and all this. Well, this website answers that for you. It tells you that the SEL is about $21,000. It's showing the convertible here. It should have just showed a regular car and not the convertible. All the cars are kind of different colors. I'm trying to fix all this stuff and everything, but it's just kind of a slow go. And then this tells you the S models runs between $16,500. The SE is about $20,000. The Final Edition is $22,000. The Base is $4,500 for the base model. And took a second there. So then I say, okay, find me the best deals. Now what this thing will do is it goes out and it looks for all of the dealership websites, brings that content into one place, and then it says, okay, this is what we've got. And it starts showing all the cars like this anywhere around you. So it pulls data from every dealership around Georgia, and then it gives you a list of all the cars, and then it looks at the prices, and it's also pulling from Facebook. So it's looking at the prices, and it's saying, okay, these are the correct prices. This is what it should cost. This is how much you should be paying and everything else. Then I come in here and I start looking, and I say, okay, this is a pretty good deal. Now, what it should do at this point is let me either contact the dealership, and I think if you're back here, and I need to change this, but yeah, this right here has a dealer page. So if I wanted to find out about which dealer it was, I can come in here and it'll show me which dealer it was, how many cars they've got for sale, the reviews for this dealer and all that. This isn't set up yet, but from here I can say, okay, view details. Now it's going to tell me everything about this car. And I say, okay, well, let Voci work a deal. Now all I have to do, and I have to do this right here because I need it to keep up with what's going on, who I am, and everything else. But now what we've done is when somebody's on the website, most dealership websites, they don't know who's on their website. But once you land here and you enter your information, now I've got everything you've searched for on the website, everything you've done, and I've tagged it to your your email address. And from here, we'll slowly start trying to collect more information. But immediately, I can click through here and I can see all the different cars on the site that are for sale and all. And this was working, but I was messing with the design. I guess I broke that. So I got to look at that and see what happened. But what should happen from here is you can click through here and you can find all of the different things. If you see one that you like, there should be a link here that says let Voce find this car, let Voce work a deal, and you click that button, you enter your name and your information in there, and then Voce contacts the dealership and tries to work a deal, negotiates, finds out all the information about the car. And if you would work through this car right here has 121,000 miles. That's a lot of miles. So then what this website says, it says, hey, listen, there's some problems here that we need to check. And this is telling you everything that could be a problem on the car that needs to be checked because of the miles that are on the car. And it tells you the health of the car. It tells you how many miles should be on the car. There's 121,576 miles on there, but there should be at this time 195,000. So the car doesn't have as many miles on it as it could have had. I mean, it's got about 73,000 less than what it should. So that's good. Then it says, has the car been maintained? Well, we need to contact the dealership. This is where when you say let Voce work the deal, Voce contacts the dealership and says, hey, I need to see the maintenance records. I need to see this and this and this. And it collects all the information, it stores it in here, and then it sends you an email and says, this is what we found out about the car. Would you like me to work? We believe that the car should cost this much money. And then Voce goes out and starts working the deal for you on the car, negotiating it and everything else. And as it negotiates the deal, it's filling out this information. And you can do as many cars at the same time as you want. And as you're doing the cars, Voce is getting better and better and better, figuring out everything and going through this. So there's a lot more to do on this. Hopefully I'm going to get it done right here. Hopefully by well, I'd like to say by the weekend, but that's probably not going to happen. But this gives you an idea of what we're trying to build and how we're trying to do it. And you can compare cars. You can do all kinds of stuff that's not in here yet, as you can see. But this gives you an idea of what I'm trying to set up and everything. And this will help you go through and find every car in Georgia before you even start searching. It will help you find which cars are best for you, what's breaking on those cars. It will tell you, hey, this car right here has this problem right here. I believe that the Volkswagen had some recalls that we need to be aware of. It also, the convertibles leaked really bad. So this is going to bring all this information together here so that as we look at each car, we'll be able to find out the problems with the car, what miles is becoming a real problem, how much it's going to cost to fix, how much it's going to cost to maintain. Like this car right here, it says that it's the price, it breaks down the price. It says $8,798 is a fair price. It's not like a good price, but it's a fair price. It says it's above the market value, so I need to get all this stuff tweaked and fine-tuned so we can see exactly what's going on. But it also tells you how much this car is really going to cost you. And I can't find it. I've got to keep working on this page right here. It's a little, it causes you to have to think about a lot of stuff, trying to figure out what information you need, how you're going to lay it out and everything else. But these are the steps we've gotten so far. And while we're stuck here right now, this is where I'm working at, you can see just this part right here, you're trying to think about, oh, it's not going to let me go back to the home page unless I log out. Once you've logged in, it keeps you in the dashboard because that's where all the information is coming. And if you log out, it takes you back to the home page. But just the steps, I mean, when you come through here and you're looking at the different steps and everything, and also this setup right here, if I come over here and I had some text in here I was using for testing. If I come in here and I grab this text right here, it says I need a vehicle that's blah, blah, blah. I need a vehicle that'll tow a small camper and all this. If I hit enter, it takes me to the next step. So this right here says, hey, you're looking for a family car. This is what you're looking for. Do you want a new or used? However, if I come back over here and I just type in new, then it skips that step. I need a new vehicle. Now it goes to the second step because it knows that. And then it says, where do you drive most? If I say right here, I need a new vehicle for a family of 5 who drives in the city. Now it should skip that step. So see now, and then if I say, hey, what would kill this? High mileage would be terrible. No modern safety features would be too small if you got a family of 5. Too expensive. Then when I click search, it shows me the cars that will meet that criteria. And again, and it also breaks down and shows me the annual fuel costs, and all this stuff has got to be added in still, so you can see it's missing a bunch of stuff here. But that gives you an idea of the setup and what I'm trying to do. And for each thing, it works differently. So what I'm working on now is trying to figure out how to lay out the page in the dashboard to get it so that we can see exactly what we need to do when we're looking at a car, but also to get all of the content from the dealerships in here. And then we also need to go through and change our color so all the cars kind of match the same colors for the pink stuff. But look at this and let me know what you think about it, and give me your honest opinion on it.